Well, welcome back. Tonight, the nonsense, we're trying to make some sense out of my nonsense. Hopefully, you've been able to relate. If you're still listening, you probably have been able to relate. Otherwise, you probably aren't listening. But we're talking about my tractor problem over the summer, and last night I ended by saying I tried to do all that I could do to fix my tractor problem. I tried to find a rental tractor, tried to find a loaner tractor, a replacement tractor. So as you get more and more desperate, right, you get away from the idea of fixing your tractor and towards just solving the problem. But then all of a sudden you start going back to this idea of fixing your problem. And I was super blessed this summer to get connected with a man who knows about fixing tractors. And he came to my house on multiple occasions to try to help me through. And the problem with tractor fixing, like a lot of problems, is you don't really want somebody to build you a whole new tractor. You want them to find the problem. Well, you can't find the problem without tearing the tractor apart, right? And so you want to start with the simple things, and you're hoping that it's the simple things. So as I went through the summer, right, I am trying to fix my tractor while at the same time trying to find a replacement, trying to find a way that this would work. So we're looking at my tractor and we're going through it, and I'm starting to replace the simple things, not the inexpensive stuff, the inexpensive stuff, but because everything on a tractor is pretty expensive. I'm just trying to fix parts and hoping that it will work. And every time you're tearing it down and you're putting it back together and you're hitting the key with an expectation that hopefully it will sound like it should, run like it should. And the truth of the matter is that time after time after time, we fixed parts of my tractor and it hit the key and it sounded exactly the same. Same problems. It would run no power when you tried to do something. That right there is a fantastic sermon. Are you someone who runs but has no power? Right? But again, as you're going through this process and this constant, this is going to work, this is going to work, and I'm going to be able to do my hay, and then you're let down again. Then you have these highs and these lows, and that really messes with your head because pretty soon you quit thinking anything's going to work and you just keep getting this sense of hopelessness. I'm not going to get my hay done, my tractor's not going to work, there are no other options. So again, I'm trying to get stuff done and it's not it's not working, right? And we get to a point where I'm having to start thinking about, can I borrow other tractors? Can I ask people for help? One of the things that I cannot stand doing, right? Because I know what happens. I'm going to ask you if I can borrow your tractor. You're going to reluctantly tell me that I can because you have need for your tractor. I'm going to get it to my house and something is going to immediately break. And now I'm going to have two broken tractors. Only now I have to pay whatever it takes to get yours fixed first, right? And I'm going to now be even more frustrated. It's going to be more complicated. And you know that that's the way it's going to work. You don't want to ask people for help because you know that somehow it's going to get more complicated. It's not going to get done right, right? There's going to be some sort of problem with the whole thing. Again, I want to stop there because I want you to think about your willingness to ask other people to help. Some people are super willing to ask other people to help, but it comes with great demands, right, on your part. I need you to give it to me. I need you to give it to me right now. I need it to work this way. I need to get this stuff done. Sometimes we can borrow stuff from people and the demand is on their side. Right, I'm willing to give you this, but if anything happens, you've got to fix it, and I need it back on this day and this moment, and I need you to know and feel the fact that you are doing a disservice to me. I just sense that it's the right thing to do to help you, but really, I want to remind you that I have stuff to do too. Again, my haying season is dependent upon weather, right, which could make it a long year. Some years I've had most of my hay done by the end of June. And some years, like this year, not until September, right? Is it all done? So you're looking at this whole thing, and now you're having to go ask for help, but you know the cost. Do you know that cost? Do you know what I'm talking about? I've had to ask for help, right? But everything is more complicated when I ask for help. Or I asked for help and their stuff broke down, and then now it's just a bigger mess than it was before. God still wants us to ask, and God still wants us, right, to be interconnected with other people, to allow Him to help us through them. I want the checkbook. Give me the check, and I'll just go buy a new tractor, or I'll go do this and this, and then I won't have to bother anybody. But what happens when you realize, right, that borrowing is going to come at a cost, and I don't want to pay that cost. I'm trying to get through what I need to get through. So think about that. Chew on that. We'll see you next time, right here, Nightly Nonsense.